Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 57 on the Oyarifa's project. Alright, so gradually, we are making progress of this beautiful house. It's a 7-bedroom house that we are putting up. Okay, and at this particular moment, we are in a crucial state where the arc areas need to be formed. Especially when you get to these areas, it needs time, and so you'll be seeing all these details in this video and thereafter. Again, the pillars are being bored by the carpenters. Okay, so we can cast them. This area by the staircase, we are using the mold. Yes, it is important we use the mold because of the shape that we are looking for. Okay, all other areas we are using the board to get it done. So gradually, yeah, it's turning out, it's looking beautiful. The windows are huge, the balconies, the bathrooms are spacious. Okay, yes, and for me it is important that you spend money in building a dream house and you'll end up living in tiny houses. A lot of people have this mindset that, okay, I live in the UK and the house that I live in is so tiny, and so they bring the same concept back home. No, whoever built that tiny house built it for economic purposes, a certain class of people who can afford bigger houses. So they built those houses for economic purposes. So those who can afford to live in there, not for a large family, a small family, yes, and who cannot afford higher, rentals, they can live in there. So it's for economic purposes. So you don't bring that concept into your home country and say, I want the same house. No, no. Most people build such houses for businesses. Someone who is transiting. I said, okay, I'm transiting. I don't need a big house to rent, pay huge sums of money. Some tiny houses, we can stay in there for 2-3 days or even a week, and then we move on. And so they build such houses for certain class of people. You understand? And so when you take that concept and bring it back home and say you want the same design, it baffles me. It baffles my mind. You understand? You are coming to live in a house that you have lived in all your life in the UK, where they have washing machine in the kitchen and everything stuck up in a small tiny room, and then the bedroom is so small and this bathroom is so tiny. No. Hello, please. I understand that the brain is having, is working on you, but hello, please wake up a little bit. Okay, you need to change the dynamics. In your home country, you are a king. You understand? You are a king and you are a queen. So take your time and evaluate your decisions. Okay, take your time and evaluate your decisions before you move in and then feel like, oh, I wish I built a little bit bigger. You understand? Take the time and evaluate your decisions. They are very, very important. You understand? Yeah, so a lot of people I see transfer their current situation to their future, dream houses, which is very wrong. Okay, you need to live outside the box and create something different. If you need an electrician or electrical engineer, please contact Mr. Frank Hammond. Okay, and he will come and assist you. So these areas are very crucial. Like I said, the void areas, we need scaffolds to stand on to be able to achieve those heights, the curves, the arch, all of that. And so we are really taking our time to be able to do that. Okay, it's not easy at all. It is not easy at all. But gradually you can see that this whole place is taking shape. The carpenters are in for the lintels, so the beam plates are going in now. Okay, the beam plates are going in now. Some of the pillars, the bolts have been removed already. You can see them. It looks fresh and beautiful. You understand? So you can see the way at which we are working. The masons were in one side and then they moved to the other side, allowing the carpenters to come on this side. Look at the pillars here. Isn't it nice? You understand? So the carpenters are now on one side doing all the works, and now we are on the lintel. So you can see that the lintel, the beam plates are in position. so that the carpenters can put the board in there. And then once the carpenters are done, the masons will have moved far in on the other side, and then the steel benders will also come in on the other side where the carpenters are done, and then the steel benders will start weaving the reinforcement. So you can see it's a gradual process, in a shifting cultivation. Okay, this is the front view. As you see, on your left is the boys' quarters, which is the outdoor kitchen and all of that. To your right is the main building. You understand? And it's looking beautiful. Look at that. There's still a lot of work at the front. The block work needs to go up. We are not done yet. In fact, we've not gotten anywhere yet. We've not gotten anywhere yet. So we need to bring scaffolds here at the front, and then cast the pillars and create the arc all around. So it's a lot of work. In fact, one of the challenging projects that I have encountered, very challenging. Okay, and it's very detailed as well. So if you're not careful, you're going to make a mistake. Okay, if you're not careful, you're going to make a mistake. So we took our time to do all of this. Okay, yes, we took our time, and gradually the beauty of the house is showing. You can see the beauty that is showing. For this is the living area, which is a void. Okay, and it's very crucial. At the far left, you'll see a design. If you watch the 3D, you compare it to this one, you see a very beautiful arch right there. Okay, right. So gradually, some of the things we have to buy ourselves, like the molds. Previously, we were renting the molds, but now we've purchased our own molds and we are using it. So we don't have to spend that much. Gradually, I have to buy scaffolds, the metal ones. Okay, there are foreign ones and then there are local ones. So we try to see which one is economical. And so once we get our own scaffolds, now we don't have to buy, we don't have to rent anymore and make money for other people. We have our own scaffolds. Okay, and so day in, day out, there are certain things that I'm purchasing them one at a time, so that it doesn't go like we have to go and rent it. The client will be billed for it, but we don't have to rent it. Okay, we have it on our own. Something like a concrete mixture, it's a lucrative business. If you understand construction, you know that owning your own concrete mixture is a big deal. And so we need to look into areas of a concrete mixture. We have the one for just the ground floor and those for the lifts. So you need to have both. And it's a lucrative business where you can rent them out and get some income from the concrete mixture. Yeah, you make income from the concrete mixture. Once you have a concrete mixture, you have your tanks for and all of that. So these are some of the things we need to look in for. So front pillars. This area is so beautiful. So beautiful. So beautiful. So this is the entrance, the window to your right hand side. I guess still we have some bamboos supporting the lintel beam, and this is how we do it because we want it to dry completely before we remove anything. We are completely certified that okay, this pillar is dry, this lintel beam is dry before we take them off. You understand? Yes, before we take them off. So gradually all the pillars are being done, and then the lintel beams are taking shape. Lintel beams are taking shape now. So here is again the pantry. This is the pantry area. Okay, there's going to be a window right over there. This iron rod you see here is going to be cast. We need to cast our pillars. Okay, and so very soon the height that we want to attain here will be achieved, and then the lintel beam will come on top. Again, the block work will continue. So you can imagine the quantity of blocks that have been used here. 6,000, 7,000 blocks. There's a lot of blocks here. Yes, and the quality, the price of blocks now has increased. From the time that I prepared the estimate, blocks were about 7.5 to 8 Ghana cedis. Now it's 10 Ghana cedis. Some places are going for 10.5. You understand? So prices keep changing every day. It keeps changing every day. And so whatever you're doing, I tell you, you have to do it now. Okay, don't procrastinate. Okay, first and foremost, get your drawing done. Know that this is what you want. When that is achieved, get an estimate. The estimate, you can have an estimate. After 3-4 months, they can revise the estimate, you understand, due to prices or inflation. But at least you have a fair idea of how much it's going to cost you. You understand? You need to have a contingency and say, if my project is going to cost me like $80,000, let me have extra $10,000 or $15,000 as a backup, just in case there is a change in price. You understand? And I think it's a fair a fair deal for you to do. If a project costs you $70,000, just have an extra $10,000 as a contingency, just so in case there is any price increment, you know that, okay, even though the estimate says 70,000, I have 80,000 budgeted, and so I can start my project without any hitches. And you can plan and say, within 2 years, I'm done with the project. You understand? And it is the best thing for you to do. Plan in that regard, so that at the end of the day, you don't overburden yourself. You understand? Some people, the best thing to do, looking at the current economic crisis, either you take a loan at a low interest rate and finish the house quickly, and then you take time to pay off the loan. It's another method you can approach. That's a different approach as well. You understand? Knowing well that this is something you want to build for your family. You have a place to lay your head. You understand? And so you need to take strategic plans to be able to achieve that. Are you with me? So here you can see this is the ground floor. We have the kitchen, the dining, and the breakfast area. Okay, and those areas, the block work needs to go up and up and up. And coming to the outside, this is the boys' quarters areas on your left. And this is the front view of the house. And so far so good. We are left with that arch over there. Okay, so I'll be coming your way with episode 58. From me to you, shalom. God bless you. Bye bye.